Well, we're really excited to talk with y'all. My name is Dalia.
I'm Alma.
To meet you.
It's nice to meet you all. Well, we are hosts and we're sisters of our podcast, Nightmare on Fifth Street. And as I said, yay, we're excited.
Thank you for having us. How are you today?
Oh, we're doing good.
Really excited, having a great day.
Yeah, you guys saw the movie, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. We are ready. We are ready to discuss.
Jumped on that screener as soon as we got it.
Yeah.
We're so excited to discuss this movie with you. We're definitely fans of horror anthologies. Mm-hmm. And where'd you get the inspiration for so many stories?
So many stories.
That's a mixed bag, but I want to say it's a combination of events that we've experienced. Oh. And then also Scott and I just rolling around, spitballing ideas with each other about, hey, have we ever seen this ever happen before? No, this is original. Let's make it our own. And then let's make it like if love actually was a horror film, and how does everybody connect with each other? We shot it in style of vignette storytelling more so than anthology, but we understand why it gets portrayed that way.
Yeah, okay.
It's called anthology, but we kind of look at it as like all this crazy shit happens in one town, everybody's connected, and so all the stories don't just stop, like
right.
You know, so we kind of just, it's a weird town and all this fun stuff happens in this town. So
oh yeah, all the kills. We were talking about, I lost count, so many kills. Alma and I love movies with lots of fun kills. This is full of them. Okay, so it's gonna sound weird, so without giving any spoilers, what was your favorite kill?
For me, I would say that one of the characters are Vince. He throws a spear through one of the pumpkin heads head. Yeah. That was just kind of a funny. It's kind of like a shot out to Evil Dead with the camera like chasing them. We
are Sam Raimi fans.
So. Yeah, so obviously it's dark comedy, so anything Sam Raimi, obviously a huge inspiration on us. We try not to take horror too seriously. You got to have some comedy.
Yeah. It's more fun that way when you can, just get lost in the silliness of it, and then just totally just at the end of it be like, whoa.
Oh, I would say the little girl conjuring her witch mom to.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, the dad dying. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's so cute.
I'll take that one.
It's terrifying, and she's like, it's kind of awesome.
Yeah, it's very. How about you, Desiree? Do you have a favorite?
Oh gosh,
all of them.
I had, honestly, like we've just full discrepancy. We've done a lot of these interviews, and that is the first time anyone's ever asked me that question. So excuse me for just like giving it. Like,
no, it's fine. If you think of something later, let me know. It's kind of funny. Me and Alma have this game that we play when there's a movie with lots of fun kills like this, where we choose our favorite, not our favorite, sorry, the way we would die. And we usually choose the one that is like least horrifying. And I couldn't choose one because all of these were like, I don't want that.
That's funny. I don't usually say it's the most horror. I pick the one that I think is the bloodiest usually, but that I think will be quickest, because it's like it could be a really great like sequence of events that leads to it. So that is the coolest one. I would pick that way to die.
Yeah. The one death in the movie that is so overlooked is the first one. The first one that connects.
It's like that. Yeah.
Connects later into the morgue scene.
Oh my gosh,
it's run over. Yeah, the guy.
Yeah, he just gets clipped by a truck, and
it's quick.
And then his body makes an appearance later in the movie.
I don't think I caught that, so that's cool. When I rewatch it, I'll look out for that. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's the same guy that shows up on the lab. Basically,
yep.
He's run over.
The first person killed in the movie is that person.
Okay, that's
spoilers.
Cool. So, yeah.
Well, that makes sense then, the way that you're describing the way the movie was shot, not so much as anthology, because I was like, it's like a complete like fun night of shit that goes horribly wrong.
Yeah.
And so did you did you know that they was going to be connected, the stories, or did you plan that?
Yes.
And where did that come from, the idea of just like one whole night of a bunch of bad
Blood
shit?
fest.
So writing is kind of my hobby, and I've written several things, and I like it when, as a reader or as a viewer, when things circle back and come into connection. I like that. Like, as any good comedian will tell you, the punchline is usually the follow-up to something that's already been spoken about, which makes it funnier. And in a film writing environment, I think it's also nice to connect the dots and stuff. So yes, it was definitely written with a lot of different connections, like the party scene, having so many characters that are in all these other parts all together in one night.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun to film. That was a lot of fun to film.
More about it's world building. We're making a town
like this is a real place. Like this
is a real place, but it feels
of
real.
people.
And yeah, it's just like all these things are like within a mile of each other, and they're all connected. I just think that's kind of fun instead of like separated the stories, and they all connect.
I like the way you said that. It's a world building. Like you built this world, this little neighborhood, whatever. And yeah, I like that.
Yeah, Desiree plays Warcraft like every other night, so she's all about. She's a gamer.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
I used to play forever with my husband. That was like our thing to get together and raid every night.
That's the only way I survived college. Is
that's great.
Party. I didn't go out and do all these crazy things. I did all of my homework, and then I played World of Warcraft.
I love that. And now we have the story because of it.
You know, I'm not gonna say I'm not bored, but you know.
I like the whole idea of this small town, because the end of the movie comes and it doesn't end. And I just want to add that I love that. I love it when you give a little bit of extra at the end. And I was like, that's them from before. And the women standing outside the convenience store and everything. But I was like, I almost walked away and missed it.
Oh no, I stay to the end. I always wait to the end.
The hookers, oh God, that was such a fun,
that was so great.
The hookers, we always joked, the hookers at the truck stop, which became a gas station, which is fine. But oh my gosh, like 2 out of 3 of those women are actual comedians.
Okay. I like their banter, the back and forth.
Oh my gosh, the stuff
did it for like 20 minutes. That was hilarious.
Like some of it's so raunchy. Like we can't watch it without laughing so hard. Like some of the things that they said, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna give you a starting point, and you just kind of take it from there. And oh my God, did they fly with it in some scenes? Like we were like, all right, cut. We can't put that in the movie.
Are y'all gonna put that extended in the Blu-ray?
There are a lot of deleted scenes in the Blu-ray.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Because I love that raunchy humor kind of back and forth. So that'll be fun to watch.
Yes, I know. I love it.
Okay. So I personally love the story with Kenneth Trujillo, the vampire, and it goes to the end. So I really love that story. So I'm probably reading too much into it, but usually horror for me is like escapism. But if there's like, it's this underlying story that I can connect to somehow, I really enjoy that, because it makes me think, it makes me feel. So like, again, I may be reading too much into it, but do you write hoping that something will connect or hook somebody and like this was, I'm trying not to give anything away. I'm trying to be very careful with my words, but I don't want to give spoilers, but that story, the reason that all the guys were together, was that connection intentional? That you wanted us to feel that?
Yeah, I actually have a little bit of a military background, and I've spent a lot of time with guys that have been all over the world, and it changes you. And there are just some things that are acceptable, and there are some things that go against the code. And I hope we get to, I don't want to say this with, knock on wood here. We're hoping to show more of that storyline in the next one.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We'd like to, we're hoping to maybe show some of the origins of that in the next one. And I think that will really bring it full circle, because that character
would be great.
that character's trying very hard
Mhm.
to live two sides of the same world, and it's nice that you appreciate that. I'll tell Kenneth. He's great.
Yeah, he's like our Antonio Banderas. He's
so
Oh,
cute. Oh my gosh. And he kept his hair like that for us for like almost
Oh, really?
years.
oh my. Okay. Well, see, Alma and I are actually veterans, and all our siblings are veterans as well. So cousins, first generation Americans, and that's what, so that's why I think it really like resonated with us. Plus it was just fun. It was fun when when they got to go all, crazy on letting it out.
Yeah. So what did you think of Dragon? Oh, sorry. Spoiler. Are we doing spoilers on this one? I don't wanna.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like,
I'm always like,
I don't know how not to. It's really hard.
well, it's your movie. You do whatever you want.
Oh, that's true.
You're fine.
So now that we've had that veterans conversation, how did you feel about what happens to Lenny?
Alma?
I think because Dali was talking about this one a lot, and I'm like, I like that we found a personal connection to the story and everything. And it was just, I wanted to have a lot more of this one. This one was the one that was like, you could do a whole movie on this.
And then,
and so I just don't know how to give like things away.
yeah, it's
Like,
sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, no, I was just gonna say that this was a hard one, and I could go off in a whole conversation. I might tend to do this kind of stuff. This was a hard one, and that's why I enjoyed that this levity and the comedy and everything was put into it, because some movies, when they get like really deep, and I think you all hit the points, we end up going on this dark, downward spiral, and it would have been easy to do that, but then when y'all broke it up the way y'all did, that made me feel better. It gave me, I could breathe, through that part. So I guess that's the best way I could say that. But yeah, it would be so easy for, that downwards. I'm sure y'all are very, familiar with that, but being able to break that up the way that y'all did, I could breathe and be like, okay, all right, okay, I'm not feeling now I'm laughing.
They're vigilantes. They're good guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, their version of good is influenced by the things that they've experienced. And I know Derek Russo, who plays Vince, the big guy.
Oh yes.
Oh God, and he's a powerhouse person in real life, and he's actually got that background.
Yes.
So when he was when he was in there, and he's like, I don't want you fucking with my country, and it's powerful. You really feel it. It actually does feel that way, which is great.
Well, his energy being so different, I think that was really good too. So you had these two very different energies going on, maybe one that's conflicted and the other one that's like, fuck it, let's do this. That was great.
The brotherhood. There's still the brotherhood there, and I love that connection for those characters.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, sorry, we went off on that story. Sorry,
no, that's okay, because we're really happy that you really enjoyed it. And there's different parts of the movie that speak to different people. Like I had a woman who's actually been in a home invasion scenario.
Yeah, kind of. That one was really just right on the money. That one, rooting for somebody too, because like the vigilante stories
by myself, which is what inspired that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And
I've had a scenario like that before, which is where that came from. So
oh gosh, and to be able to, was that I'm sure that was very difficult when you wrote it out, or was that a bit cathartic for you?
We just channeled how it feels to try to portray it to other people so that they could experience it in so many different ways. And I think Scott really was able to bring it home with how it really truly feels. It's terrifying, and the things that you go through. Like I think my favorite thing that we had Alexandra Lucchese, who plays Marie, when she like sneaks back into the house, and I'm like, Alex, you got heels on, drop the heels. Because if you would sneak into your own house,
what
the fuck are you gonna do in heels? Like,
Oh,
take
thank you.
off.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
right?
that little
And
detail,
notice
right?
it, that little
Mhm.
thing where she just kind of quietly slips the
Mhm.
heels off. Like, I love that. I love these tiny things that we did. And
Mhm.
I love the nail gun too. That's pretty fun.
Oh,
Oh,
I have this thing with nail
yes.
guns. Oh God, it's horrible.
All he wanted to do was like butcher this dude's foot into the ground. And we did a lot of takes with that, but I think it worked out well.
Oh yeah,
Okay, great.
absolutely.
Yeah, I couldn't have been rooting for anybody more, and I loved it because the fight was great and it lasted so long. I love
Oh
that. It was
God, so
great.
long. Yeah.
I give that to Scott. Scott was definitely, I might have a little bit of like weird heart into the stories, but Scott definitely makes them like visually like,
Uh-huh.
holy shit, what is happening? Like, it's great.
I think we
That
just
was a fun night. And that was 2 days of night shooting back to back. Oof.
the damn fog just does whatever it wants to do.
Oh yeah.
We had the best fog that night too.
Okay, so we're being asked to wrap up. So
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
no,
You guys
real
are
quick.
wonderful.
No, real quick, we just want to say thank you so very much. And like I
Thank
said,
you
we
for
could have talked
enjoying it.
we could have talked so long. I would love to continue this
Oh, yeah.
conversation another
Really?
time.
We
if
can
it's
always,
possible.
yeah, we can always
Well, if you guys are on Instagram,
Yes,
something like that, please look us up. We're happy
absolutely.
to connect.
we're
in
doing
that way.
podcasts as well. So
Oh,
always
all right.
podcasts, yeah.
That's excellent because I have a whole bunch of other things I could ask.
Yeah,
Demon
Oh,
clown,
yeah.
everything great.
All right. Well, thank you
Oh, yeah,
so
no,
very much.
Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Bye.
watching our movie.